On an island in the Nile at Aswan, another Nubian temple lies on the ground in 647 pieces. Egypt gave this temple to the United States in thanks for America's funds to save the Nubian relics. But the crates are still here, while 20 American towns and a group of Texan businessmen fight over who ought to have it. The other victim of the high dam, the 50,000 evacuated Nubians, had less choice about their final destination. They were resettled near Aswan, in a 40-mile strip of desert due to be reclaimed by the dam. The Nubian has always been Egypt's odd man out, an underprivileged minority, even in an impoverished nation. Darker skinned than other Egyptians, Nubians for years left their villages in droves to become the servants of northern Arabs. Dancers like these keep alive the old traditions of their doomed land, especially for the children, some of whom were born since the evacuation began and have never even seen old Nubia. The new villagers enjoy many amenities unknown in old Nubia, and still denied to many villages around Cairo, like piped water, for example. For the first time, the Nubians are living in stone houses, allocated to families at a nominal rent on the basis of 2 people to a room. A contrast to their cramped existence in drowned Nubia, which is ironically remembered in this quotation from the Quran. Water is the source of all life. Other amenities, a separate room for cattle. The Nubians' first hospital, and the chance to learn about the rosy future in Nasser's Egypt in a brand new school. And the Nubian, whose old village was often smaller than a football pitch, has been initiated to Egypt's favorite pastime. But the move to greener pastures has not solved Nubia's greatest drama, of whole villages made up almost entirely of women. The authorities hope male immigrants will be lured home again by the better life in the new settlement, and the promise of a living on the land with 1 free acre parcelled out to each family by the government. And on top of that, more land to come when the Great Dam steps up irrigation. No efforts are spared to show that the Nubians are happy with their fate. On top of the pops among schoolgirls is a song praising President Nasser and his wise decision to build the dam. In old Nubia, a deserted village is waiting to die. Being made of mud, the houses will be completely dissolved by the waters of the reservoir, so that in future years, no trace of old Nubia will remain, even to an inquisitive frogman. When the Egyptians held a poll in Nubia, 15 out of 16,000 families agreed to be resettled without fuss. There were few regrets at leaving this valley of the damned, whose bleakness was so universally recognized that once Egyptian governments used it as a punishment for posting civil servants who misbehaved.